All right. So we're back. We had mining music the other night, and during mining in the music, we made a track. And I did a thing. I had these that we had made a while back. It's not an item detector. I don't know why it says item. It's a player detector. So whenever I get in, automatically lights. All I gotta do is push forward, and I take off. And I have Yoshi in voice with me, and
What's
he
up?
is going to help us set up a thing. So I have a fluid loader here, and I have a fluid unloader down there, and I want to use the same track. So I've put in switching tracks, and I have a pump over there that I'm in the process of hooking up. That'll be pumping lava into here so we can use it for our heat exchanging thing. And he's going to teach me how to set up signals to so that the tank cart won't try to go while I'm in this stretch of track, and I won't be able to go when the tank cart's in this stretch. So, what are we doing?
All right. First off, the locking track underneath your fluid loader.
Mm-hmm.
You want to crowbar that until it says holding. With, oh, not holding. Sorry, boarding. Yep, that exactly that way. So that'll send off the cart in that direction, pointing where the arrow is pointing. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
when it's done. Now, what you want to do is, well, this is gonna be a bit weird because actually, yeah,
Do
you
these
may
things
have
got
to
to
move
see each
back the
other?
loader. You might have to move back the loader by one more block.
Why is that?
Because the you know how if you have two tracks between the switch and the other locking track? You need one more so you can have free spaces because you need one regular track between the switch and the other locking track that you have. So you want to put the locking track, a normal track, and then another locking track.
You want me to do what now?
Okay, so that track you're looking at, replace that with a locking track. That's gonna be for the rail signal. That is
Okay.
gonna be in holding mode. That one,
Okay.
yes. Then a normal track. And then the locking track with the boarding mode from earlier. That holding track that you place between that's gonna ensure that your cart doesn't go on the active rail if there's something on there.
Okay. I'll fix the piping later. Okay.
Alright, that's good. Then on the straight section after the track, so go back one more block. So, which direction does the track go towards the tungsten mine? Oh,
Towards the
that ain't
tungsten
right.
is that way.
Okay, so on the block you're currently standing on, you want to replace that section with a locking track as well.
How do you pick these things up?
Should just be able to drill them. Or a crowbar.
No.
Well, pickaxe should work. Or whatever the equivalent of a pickaxe is.
It says
Oh no,
effective
it does
tool
say.
crowbar,
Oh, in that case, it is a crowbar. That's odd.
but it doesn't work. Fuck, it apparently takes forever to work.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
So,
tungsten's that way. But
yes.
it's
So you
only
know
going
how
to
you
be
place the
between
locking.
here.
Yeah, that's for the signal, but you need a locking track on the outside. So, to the block of the right of that. Yeah, that you want to place a locking track. Because that's
Okay.
going to ensure that stuff coming from the tungsten mine isn't going to go on the active track. Yeah, that one. Perfect.
Okay.
Now, dig out the block behind that.
This block?
Yep. And the block behind that as well.
Okay.
On there, you're gonna put the receiver box.
Signal receiver box.
Yep,
And
that's
you
gonna
want it
process the. You
that
wanna put
block or
that in
this
the
block?
corner. The corner.
That one.
And then put the two redstone pieces connecting it to the tracks. That's basically gonna let the the cart pass onto the train if it's allowed to.
Okay.
Now, your block signal.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna take that and you wanna go left a little bit. So on the block you're standing on now, above you, now you can place that signal.
Up
Yeah,
there?
there. That'll work fine. If you want to make it look nice, to have it maybe point towards the tungsten mine with the lamp. You can rotate it with the crowbar.
The fuck I can.
Well, not with a GregTech one apparently. In that case, you
Greg
can
says
just.
Greg says his crowbars do everything Railcraft does.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
Well, just break it and make it look into that direction, then that should be fine. Right,
Like
that's gonna
that.
basically give you a visual indication where the track is occupied or not, in case you are sitting there and nothing's happening. Right.
Okay.
Now, take your signal tuner.
This thing.
Yep. And click on the box. Not the box, sorry, the signal block.
Mm-hmm.
And now on the receiver box. So it's saying started signal pairing block signal with receiver, and now you've paired it. Now, if you want to get a visual indication of what you just did, you can take your trackman's goggles into your hands and click them until they say signaling in the chat. And now you can put them on. So now you have a visual indication that yes, it is paired.
Okay.
So you can just keep the goggles on for now because they're going to be helpful when you actually do start pairing.
Okay.
Now, what you're going to do is you want to use your surveyor, the signal block surveyor, not the tuner, the other one.
This thing.
Yep. And click on the block signal.
Okay.
Good. So this section is now done. Now you can walk towards the unloader.
Walk my ass.
Or, well, drive, I guess. Now,
I
slight issue,
can't. Won't
you
let
just
me
drove.
through.
Yeah, okay. Well, too bad.
Guess I'm walking.
Yeah, I guess you're walking.
Good thing it's not a long way. Now I gotta do the same thing here.
Yep, exactly the same thing. So you might want to move that back as well, yeah.
Okay, so I need a locking here.
Set
That set to holding. Need that out of there. Hold that. Hold that. Take that. Nope, hold that. That. Okay. If my inventory was a little less full of shit, this would be easier.
You have a reminder that tells you it, but oh well.
Yeah. Nobody cares. Okay. Now this can go...
Box signal, you can either put right above the track or slightly or to the right of it.
like there. That'll work.
That'll do. Now you can use
Then
your
you want...
surveyor that you have, which is still linked.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the other thing out of my inventory.
Fair.
That goes there.
Actually, no. It does not. That's on the other side.
Oh, it goes on the other side, doesn't it? It goes
Yep.
over here.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, it needs a crowbar too. Okay, That goes there. And then 2 of these.
Yep.
And then signal tuner goes from here to there.
Yep. And now you can use your surveyor and just click on the signal. Because that should still be linked.
This
No,
or
not the
that?
box, the block. And if you click on the signal block, the
This
blinking
thing or
thingy,
that
yes,
thing?
yes, this thing, the first one.
Okay.
There you go. Now you see the massive blue line.
Mm-hmm.
That is now connected.
Okay.
And you're done.
That's it?
That's it.
That's not as hard as I expected. Although the crafting of these things is ridiculous.
And you see your card already got sent over.
I see that. Okay. So we take this one. We put it there. It's going to go back to get...
That's just your signal logic done. You still have to do a routing setup though. That's where your 2 switch motors are gonna come in.
Okay.
So you take the switch motor.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it at the cross. Yes, perfect. So that's now connected to the track.
Mm-hmm.
And what you want to do is you want to grab a routing table, the book thingy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you're gonna do your filtering. So you just click into the air with the book. You're gonna have to type in it.
I gotta type.
Yep.
What am I typing?
Okay, so you want to type. Okay, well, the easiest way to. Well, I guess I can spell it out for you. So with a capital T, type.
Don't you just copy it into...
Yeah, I could actually.
Just
I'm just
put
gonna
it
put
in
it into
Discord.
Yeah,
I'm too lazy for all that. Then I can't fuck it up.
That is true. You want to put that in there? Put it in group chat.
Oh yeah, I definitely fucked that up. Okay.
So what that's gonna do is that's gonna tell it, hey, if any cart that passes this switch track is of the type Railcraft cart tank, aka the Railcraft tank cart, then switch it over. So now if you press done to save it, you can put this routing table into the motor.
Oh, I put it inside of it?
Yep.
Oh.
Right, same procedure with the other one.
We want this one right here.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. In the book, you type the exact same thing.
Control V. Done. Ain't typing shit.
Right. Now you're actually done.
Okay. So now, once I get the lava stuff figured out, well, hooked up, I know how to do it. Then we can send this back and forth.
If you want to test whether it actually works, just place a cart in the middle of the normal track, just somewhere. And now the things, yeah, they turned off, which means it detected that there's something on the track and it's gonna wait until it's no longer on the track.
If I put this here,
that's gonna switch it over. And if the other cart goes in that direction, then, well, it's gonna let it pass.
Well, we're gonna find out when we get up here to the end. If I can ever get to this booster. By the way, I love Greg's boosters. Look how far I can go without needing another booster. You can do almost
Nice.
2 stacks of rails without needing a boost.
By the way,
Greg's
you could
rails are the
also
shit.
improve your like boarding station using the locking rails that you have.
What, put one here
Yeah.
instead of a booster?
Yep. Instead of a booster, you put a boarding one there. So locking and you switch it to boarding.
Oh, then I wouldn't need the extra to keep me from flying off the end.
Although, actually you may need that because as soon as you get in there, it's just gonna immediately send it off again.
Well, that's what I want. Except
Well,
it.
yeah, you need to get rid of that booster rail or make it permanently powered.
Well, how about we just. Now, this
Because
is
it's gonna
gonna
need its own signal.
move it up here. And just put a regular rail in between. Although I don't want one of those regular rails. I want one of these regular rails.
You don't even need the booster rail technically.
I don't think that's going to give me enough boost to get as far as I gave it. Because remember, my boosters are way far apart.
And that is true.
Alright, so put that there. That's going to send me, and then the booster will send me out.
Yep.
And I go right past it. Okay. That looks like it'll work.
Definitely should. Although you might want to quickly test it going back, because I have a feeling it's just going to send you straight off again as soon as you arrive.
If it gives me
Because of
any
the
issues,
detector.
I know where you live. I've seen where you sleep.
Oh. Oh, that's wonderful.
I went right past it. What I was supposed to do.
Well, I have no doubt that the signal is gonna work.
That still sends me right past the damn thing.
Yeah, because the detector thing, it turns it on before it has enough power to actually like slow it down. So you might just be better off keeping the thing you had before.
Is it going to give me any problem with the tank? That thing's going to instantly grab, though, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that tank's gonna instantly get grabbed. That should be fine.
Okay. So, anyways, that's this half of my lava update. Oh. Give me a second. Let me get rid of Yoshi for a minute. Okay. So, also during the mining and music live stream, we finally got this built. I haven't got it all decked out inside yet. Also made a coagulator for making milk. I got to bring my drive-through cow in yet and set him up his place right here for me to milk him through the drive-through. But we've got the cafe finally built. Now I just got to get the refrigerators and stuff like that in here. Evict Greg out of the back room, and then we will start putting machines back here like a shredder for making bread and mixing bowl, things like that that we're going to need. I'm going to bring all of the things of seed oil we have here, put them out there. So I'll get to work on finishing that up. And we also ran out of gold, so we went mining gold. And I set up a thing down here so that we are now capturing our gold after it gets washed. And it is going into the magnetic separator here. And then that's outputting and going back over to the shredder. We did that because it gives a little bit of extra gold and a chance at extra nickel. We need more nickel now than we do copper. So that gives us a little extra of the two things we would get if we centrifuged it and not giving us the copper. We have so many copper mines, and the one we have is so huge, I don't know if I'm ever going to get through it. So I'm really not too worried about copper. Plus, we're going to be setting up copper vitriol soon for the copper we do have, which will give us extra. And so we also got, because we got that done, we got the gold we needed to finish up the HV stuff. So in probably the next video, we'll be setting that up, and hopefully I'll have the lava pump station completed so we can get that over here. I'll set up a tank so it can start offloading the lava into a tank, and then we'll send it up into the wherever we're going to do the heat exchangers. I still have to decide what heat exchangers we're going to use, and we got to get the centrifuge set up to centrifuge the Pahoho lava. So that'll be in the next few videos. But I wanted to make sure that all this routing stuff got shown on video in case anybody else has trouble figuring this stuff out, because I've never tried doing it. It's kind of confusing until you have somebody help you. So thanks to Yoshi for giving us help with that, and I will see you guys next time.